For years, metal frames were treated as a symbol of quality in consumer gadgets. Aluminum edges, stainless steel rails, and polished metal finishes became shorthand for premium design. Plastic felt cheap. Metal felt durable, modern, and expensive. In the US consumer tech market today, that assumption is quietly changing. More devices are moving away from metal frames, especially outside ultra-premium tiers, and this shift has far more to do with engineering and economics than aesthetics. One of the biggest reasons for the move away from metal frames is signal performance. Modern gadgets rely on constant wireless communication. Wi-Fi, cellular, Bluetooth, GPS, ultra-wideband, and NFC are all running simultaneously. Metal interferes with radio signals. To compensate, engineers have to add antenna breaks, plastic windows, internal routing tricks, and complex tuning. This adds cost, complexity, and failure points. Non-metal frames allow signals to pass more easily, improving connectivity consistency without heavy engineering workarounds. Repair and durability. Considerations also play a role. Metal frames look strong, but they deform permanently when damaged. A bent metal frame can misalign internal components, crack displays, and make repairs difficult or impossible. Composite materials and reinforced plastics flex slightly under stress and return to shape more easily. From a warranty perspective, that flexibility reduces catastrophic damage. Devices survive drops better even if they feel less solid in the hand. Thermal management is another driver. While metal conducts heat well, that is not always desirable in thin consumer devices. Heat spreading into the frame can make devices uncomfortable to hold and harder to regulate. Newer internal thermal designs focus on directing heat away from touch surfaces and toward internal spreaders and vents. Non-metal frames give engineers more control over where heat goes and where it does not. This results in more predictable thermal behavior over long periods. Cost pressure has become impossible to ignore. Machining metal frames is expensive. It requires precision milling, finishing, anodizing, and strict quality control. Yield losses can be high, especially at scale. Alternative materials are cheaper to mold, easier to source, and faster to produce. In a market where margins are thinner and consumers are price-sensitive, saving even a few dollars per unit matters. When multiplied across millions of devices, frame material choices have massive financial impact. Weight reduction is another factor. Metal frames add mass quickly. As devices pack larger batteries, more cameras, and additional components, weight becomes a concern. Using lighter composite materials allows manufacturers to offset internal additions without making products feel bulky. Consumers consistently respond negatively to heavier devices, even when build quality is high. Lighter frames help maintain comfort without sacrificing functionality. Environmental and sustainability pressures are also influencing material choices. Metal frames require energy-intensive mining, refining, and machining. Many newer materials are easier to recycle, reuse, or integrate into circular manufacturing processes. US regulators and consumers are paying closer attention to life cycle impact. Moving away from metal frames helps companies improve sustainability metrics without changing core functionality. Design flexibility is another major advantage. Metal frames limit shape variation. Antenna placement, button cutouts, and internal clearances all become harder with rigid metal shells. Non-metal materials allow more internal freedom. Engineers can design thicker reinforcement where needed and thinner sections elsewhere. This supports more modular internal layouts and easier component reuse across multiple devices. This shift also aligns with the rise of internally standardized platforms. Many American tech firms are building families of devices that share internal structures. Using the same frame material across multiple models simplifies tooling, testing, and certification. Metal frames are harder to standardize because small design changes require new machining processes. Molded materials are easier to adapt across product lines. User behavior has changed too. Consumers now keep devices longer. Scratches, dents, and cosmetic wear accumulate over time. Metal frames show damage more visibly and permanently. Composite frames hide wear better and maintain acceptable appearance longer. From a resale and refurbishment perspective, this matters. Devices with less visible wear retain value more easily. There is also a misconception that moving away from metal automatically means lower quality. Modern composite materials are far stronger and more advanced than earlier plastics. Reinforced polymers, glass fiber blends, and layered composites offer excellent strength-to-weight ratios. They are engineered materials, not cost-cutting shortcuts. In many cases, they outperform metal in real-world durability tests. Importantly, this trend does not mean metal is disappearing entirely. Metal frames remain common in ultra-premium devices, where price can absorb complexity, and where branding still benefits from the perception of metal. What has changed is that metal is no longer the default. It is now a deliberate choice reserved for specific positioning rather than an industry standard. Marketing language has adapted quietly. Instead of emphasizing metal, companies talk about reinforced frames, structural composites, or engineered materials. The focus shifts from what the frame is made of to how it performs. This reflects a broader industry move away from material symbolism toward functional outcomes. This transition also reduces manufacturing risk. Metal machining errors are expensive. Scrapping a metal frame late in production is costly. Molded materials allow faster iteration and higher yields. In a cautious market, reducing production risk matters as much as reducing cost. Long-term, this move signals a maturation of consumer hardware design. Early markets rely on visible cues like metal to signal quality. Mature markets optimize for reliability, efficiency, and scalability. American consumer tech is firmly in the latter phase. Design choices are driven by data, not just perception. Looking ahead, expect more devices to quietly abandon metal frames without announcing it. The change will show up in teardowns, not launch events. Consumers may notice devices feel lighter, cooler, and more resilient, even if they look less flashy. In the end, the quiet move away from metal frames in American consumer gadgets reflects a shift in priorities. Durability, signal performance, cost control, sustainability, and manufacturing efficiency now outweigh the symbolic value of metal. What once signaled premium design is becoming an unnecessary constraint. Modern gadgets are no longer built to impress at first touch. They are built to survive years of everyday use, and material choices are evolving to match that reality.